TekkaBooSon. I mean that, TekkaBoo.
Is Morata good enough for Chelsea? So obviously we signed Morata in the summer for Real Madrid, and he was a club record signing. It's cost us 70 million, I think, 58 or something, and then add-ons, I guess. But the overall package comes to 70 million, so he's the most expensive player we've ever brought. Obviously he smashed the club record of Fernando Torres. So he's had, I would say, a mixed first season. He obviously joined and he was on fire to begin with. He looked so good. He was winning practically every header that came his way. He looked quick. He could take on players. He looked like the player that everyone thought he would become. And since then he sort of tailed off. So at the beginning of the season he was scoring headers for fun, and his finishing was still not quite up to scratch. But I personally, and still do personally, think that that's going to be something that comes with more experience, with more composure, that comes with aging, I suppose, as a footballer, because you become more composed as a footballer generally the older you get. So Morata's had a bit of a strange career, I suppose, because he's never really been the starting striker until he signed for Chelsea. He's always been off the bench for Juventus or Madrid. Obviously he's won a lot of trophies. How much he's actually been involved in winning those trophies is debatable, but I think it's a mentality thing that he needs to get around. He is the leading man, he's the club record signing, and the pressure is on him. I think that's the main thing, the pressure is on him. So he has, I think he can be a really good player for us, and I think he could be a very good striker in Europe in general. His main problem for me is he hasn't quite got that mentality where I'm winning that ball or we're winning this game. He hasn't got the determination, the aggressiveness that Diego Costa had. So I think that's the main thing that lets him down. His frame doesn't help him. He is quite lean and he isn't very imposing. That's definitely something he can work on over the summer. I think I would be very surprised if he doesn't come into next season a lot stronger, because that is his main weak point. Similar to what Fernando Torres did, Torres had to change the game completely. He went from this lean, pacey striker, got a knee injury, and then his pace went to the point where he wasn't rapid anymore. He's still quite quick, but he wasn't rapid. I'd say Morata's actually at that speed of Torres when we actually signed him. He's quick, but he's not going to actually blaze past defenders. So if he adds a bit of strength to his game and also learns how to hold the ball up, he could be a fantastic player. He's also, I think, been a bit of a victim of a poor team or an inconsistent team this season. He started the season very well and then it tailed off, and he's never quite come back after his injuries and whatever. You could also question how much he actually wants to play for us at the moment, but we won't really find out until the summer. If he obviously wants to leave in the summer, then I imagine he'll leave. There was some talk recently about him saying that he wanted to rejoin Madrid or something, but I think he's here for a good while. For me, it's just it does just really boil down to how much does he want it. I think there was a game I think it might have been, I don't know if it was the City game, but it was a game not too long ago, and he came on and very weak when playing up front. So every time he receives the ball, he just goes down, and I don't know if that's something that he's carried over from La Liga, but that is one of the main problems we have. You look at Olivier Giroud, and his hold-up play is far better. His awareness is brilliant, but also the fact that just how he leans into players. Now, Giroud is obviously he's a couple inches taller than Morata. I think he's 6'4". I don't think their build is entirely different. This is the thing. I don't think Morata's he's not like he's skinny. He's not like he's Ramirez lean or even like Oscar lean, where they haven't got any bulk to him at all. He's got a fairly wide frame. He's 6'2", so he should be able to hold the ball up better. If he learns how to do that, then he's got the technical ability to spread the passes. We've seen that throughout the season. When he gets the ball out of his feet, he can ping a pass to the wings. So I think he can be a fantastic player for us. He just needs to work on different parts of his game. I don't know how much Conte has helped him as well. Playing a false nine when he's fit and things like that is not going to help him. He's clearly a confidence player. So I don't know. It's quite embarrassing, actually. I said this on Twitter the other day, but the fact that we've got Olivier Giroud, who's basically a backup player, and he's starting ahead of Morata, and he's probably going to start ahead of him in quite a few games this season. It really is quite bad. I mean, if Giroud starts ahead of Morata against Barcelona, a club record signing on the bench, that's really poor, really poor. So I think he can be a really good player if he works on his physicality. He learns to hold the ball up better as well, and most of all improves his finishing, because his movement is fantastic. If he had better finishing, even if he only scored half the sort of clear-cut chances he had, and just a 50% increase, he'd probably have about 5 or 6 more goals this season. So that's fine, that part, but it's just purely the role in that he has to lead the line by himself, and the pressure that comes with that, and also the sort of determination and aggressiveness that comes with that as well. So yeah, I think he'll be class. I don't think he'll finish this season very strong. It seems like he's sort of tailing off a bit. If he can get a goal against Barcelona or something, that'll be brilliant, and then he can start to rebuild his Chelsea career, I suppose. But I think next season he will be a quality player, and we'll start to see what all the Morata hype was about last summer.